Imagine falling toward a place where time slows to a crawl, light bends like liquid, and the universe itself seems to twist out of shape. This is not science fiction. It is what physics predicts you would actually see if you crossed into a black hole. Most people picture empty darkness. The truth is far stranger. The most extreme place in the universe. A black hole begins when a massive star collapses. Its core becomes so dense that space around it curves inward with unimaginable force. From far away, it is invisible. No light escapes. But as you approach, the view becomes spectacular. Light from stars behind you wraps around the black hole. Colors stretch and distort. The entire sky begins to swirl. The closer you get, the more reality behaves in ways that feel impossible. The first thing you would notice: time slows. Einstein predicted something incredible. Gravity affects time. The stronger the gravity, the slower time moves. As you fall toward a black hole, your clock would tick normally for you. But to the rest of the universe, you appear to slow down. If someone watched you from afar, they would see you move slower, then freeze completely just before reaching the event horizon. To them, you would never fall in. But to you, the fall continues smoothly. This is the first sign that you have left ordinary reality. The accretion disk, a ring of fire. Before you even reach the black hole itself, you pass through one of the brightest sights in the cosmos. A glowing disk of hot gas spins around the black hole at incredible speed. Friction heats it to millions of degrees. It shines brighter than entire galaxies. This disk is not the black hole. It is the last place light can escape freely. As you fall past it, the light seems to streak sideways. Time stretches the color, and everything glows blue and white near the bottom of the disk. The effect is hypnotic and terrifying at the same time. Approaching the event horizon. The event horizon is the boundary that separates our universe from the unknown interior. It is not a surface. It is not a wall. It is a point of no return. Outside it, light can escape. Inside it, nothing can. As you approach, space stretches. The black hole begins to look like a perfectly dark sphere, surrounded by a ring of glowing fire from the accretion disk. But then, something strange happens. The black hole grows larger in your field of view. It expands across the sky, as if the universe itself is sliding into it. What you would see, right before crossing, you would see the entire universe distorted above you. Stars would appear brighter. Galaxies would smear into arcs of color. Light from behind the black hole bends around it and hits your eyes. This creates a glowing halo known as the photon ring. It is the last light that orbits the black hole before falling inside. To you, it would look like a thin, shining circle around a perfect sphere of darkness. This is the last familiar sight you will ever see. Crossing the event horizon. Now comes the part that defies imagination. You cross the event horizon. Nothing dramatic happens physically at that exact point. You do not hit a surface. You do not explode. But something changes instantly. The outside universe disappears from view. The light behind you no longer reaches you. Instead, a tunnel of warped space stretches out ahead of you. You have stepped into a different region of reality. Inside the black hole, the view no human has ever seen. Inside the event horizon, the rules of space and time switch roles. Space flows inward like a river. Time flows toward the center in the same way time flows toward the future. This means you cannot avoid moving deeper inside. Falling is no longer a choice. It is the direction time pushes you. When you look ahead, you see the singularity not as a point, but as a sheet of distorted space. It looks almost like a glowing wall at the far end of a tunnel. You are no longer outside the universe. You are inside its deepest curve. the universe above you. If you look backward, you no longer see the sky as it was. You see a shrinking circle of distorted stars. It narrows as you fall. Time outside moves faster and faster. You begin to see the universe evolve in extreme fast forward. Stars burn out. Galaxies drift. The cosmos ages. In minutes, you may witness millions of years pass outside. To you, time moves normally. But the universe above you is racing ahead at terrifying speed. No turning back. Inside the event horizon, all paths lead inward. Even if you fired a rocket at full power upward, you would still fall inward. Space itself is moving faster than you can push against it. The flow is inevitable. Not because of force, but because time is dragging you toward the singularity. This is the most alien part of black hole physics. You are not falling down. You are falling toward the future of space itself. Spaghettification. The tidal stretch. The deeper you fall, the stronger the tidal forces become. Gravity pulls harder on your feet than your head. Your body stretches. Even atoms stretch. In a stellar mass black hole, spaghettification happens long before you reach the center. You are torn apart molecule by molecule. But in a supermassive black hole, like the one at the center of the Milky Way, the effect is weaker at first. You may fall for hours or days before the stretching becomes fatal. During that time, you can still see the inside world. The fractured view of space. As you fall further, light no longer travels in straight lines. The geometry of space bends it so sharply that everything appears twisted. Objects above you flicker. The universe stretches into thin rays. You may see multiple images of the same star appear around you. Some may appear older than others due to extreme time effects. It is like falling through a cosmic hall of mirrors that never stops shifting. Approaching the singularity. The singularity is the core of the black hole. It is not a physical object. It is a region where all known laws of physics break down. As you approach it, the tunnel around you narrows. Space becomes more stretched. Time moves faster in the direction of the center. Your field of vision collapses into a single point. You see only one direction. Everything is drawn into the singularity, including you. What you would see at the final moment. The last image your eyes would register is not darkness. It is pure distortion. A final flash of stretched starlight. Colors pulled apart into impossible shapes. Space contracts. Time warps. Your body and the information that defines you become compressed into an unimaginably dense state. Whether that information is destroyed or preserved is still unknown. Some theories say it remains encoded on the event horizon. Others say it persists inside quantum space. Your final sight would be the collapse of reality into a single horizon of light. Would you enter another universe? Some theories propose that a black hole may be a bridge to another region of space-time. Not a wormhole you can survive, but a transition of information into a new cosmos. In this idea, every black hole could be the seed of a new universe. If true, then falling into a black hole is not the end of information, but part of cosmic recycling. We cannot prove this, but mathematically, it is possible. What an outside observer sees. From the outside, something remarkable happens. You never cross the event horizon. Your image freezes. You appear suspended forever on the brink. Your light becomes dimmer. Your time slows to nearly zero. Eventually, you fade completely. You do not vanish. You simply stop progressing in external time. To the outside world, you are a permanent ghost. Why you cannot see the singularity. Inside, you would never see the singularity as a solid object. It is not a location in space. It is the future of everything inside the black hole. You do not see it. You become part of it. This is why no one can survive the journey. It is not because of heat or pressure alone, but because physics itself breaks down at that point. A black hole is not a hole. It is a place where space and time fold inward. It is a region where the universe turns itself inside out. What you would actually see is not emptiness, but the most extreme light distortions, gravitational illusions, and time effects possible in nature. Your fall would not feel like death. It would feel like entering a new form of existence where the rules of reality no longer hold. And in your final moments, as time collapses, you would witness the universe itself rushing toward its distant future. A black hole is not the end. It is transformation.